We had a little bit of a technical difficulty. Probably have two of them going. There's Mark, Mega Mike. It is a beautiful evening. About 75 degrees. Can everyone hear me okay? Okay.
I don't know what to do with this one. It says it's waiting.
Loud and clear. Yeah, we were, I hope we didn't screw that up. I may have had two going at once. I'm not sure what happened there. We were just sitting here talking about that robin. There's a
robin, right? This holly bush that has a nest with eggs, and she flies off, and she's getting so used to us and tame. She just kind of flies over to this little shaggy pine tree, waits for the person to walk by, and flies back.
It's not a bad location because it's right in a holly bush. It's kind of protected, but it's right beside the sidewalk. So every time you walk out, it flies out in front of your face and scares you. Hunter's out here in front, kind of.
Come say hello, Hunter.
Making his rounds. Hunter, want to come say hello? Come over here.
This way.
Come say hi, Hunter. But
there you go.
That's all you're going to get for now from Hunter. Am I going to make a video without my hat? Probably not. I always wear a hat.
So it's nice and warm where we're at. No humidity, low humidity. How's everyone doing?
There's DJ in Florida.
It's good to see you all.
Jerry from Ireland.
What's the time in Ireland?
Yes, I am wearing glasses more and more. I'm pretty much dead in the water without reading glasses.
Me too. I can't see. I can see that I can't read.
I can still see very well far away. At least I think I can. But reading, forget about it.
MH says you're the reason I bought a Kubota.
We've got about 450 on right now. Do you want to tell them about Archie, Melissa?
Yeah, so Archie was neutered the day before yesterday, and it all went well. He
killed his spirit, though.
It did. It put him under. Then he was fine. He was at the vet for the whole day. We picked him up, and you could tell like his eyes are all droopy and like
he got hit with a truck.
Right. No. He came home and he slept fine. The next day they said he should be feeling more like himself. And he did have a good day. He didn't, run around or anything like that. But at dinner time last night, he instantly was like, whoa, I don't feel good. And he was just standing in one spot, and I called him over to his dish, which he usually runs to his dish. Very food driven. Like, stood over his food like
can't do it.
And he like moved his eyes looking up at me, and I'm like, what's going on? Why aren't you going to eat? And he kind of just backed up like, I'm not feeling good. So I held his bowl and he ate, and then I gave him his pain medication, and he went to bed early. So,
but today it's much better. You have to kind of calm him down because he just her and Hunter went out in the trails today, and Archie saw him coming in. He was ticked, but he runs so hard.
Yeah.
And just needs another couple days to
take
ease back into things.
Stitches. He goes back in 2 weeks to get stitches out. Archie had to have 2 incisions, and it was really important that he gets neutered. He's 3, and we were waiting until he's at least 2, and then we just waited this last year. And so he only had 1 nut that dropped. Poor Archie. He'll be so embarrassed if he knows we're sharing all this information with everyone. But
said to go get the other one.
They had to go get the other one, which they had to make another incision. And that's why he has 2 incisions and he has to be very careful.
So Dan Baker said his English bulldog was attacked by a bull mastiff. Oh my!
Oh no!
Had to pry the dog's mouth off the baby, and said the vet says he's going to be okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Dog fights are awful.
Yeah, come as Diesel said, I believe I would feel the same way Archie did. True.
Yeah. Even today, we were in the yard and all the dogs are out together, and Archie just is kind of laying low. But he did run the length of the yard and back, and then he just sat down like, I'm just gonna stay here. not feeling great. So.
And Axel, he's
oh my.
We thought Archie was wild.
Axel's wild and
whole nother level.
If anyone watched my video on Morgan's Off the Leash, I just published a video a couple days ago. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. But I did give a little update on the dogs. Axel's what did I call him? Oh, he's husky. He's a little husky.
He's taller than Archie already, and definitely
he's taller,
wider, thicker.
Yeah, thick. But he still has that puppy look, like when all their.
Someone said I need to close the other live stream. People are waiting. I'll get on that.
What?
I'll get it. Go ahead.
So it's just he still is like. Do I have a glow about me or what? I'm like right over. Yeah. So he's got all of his puppy skin and hair. Yeah. It's still soft. I mean, he's kind of getting the puberty, or what would you call it, grown into his adult hair. So it's thickening up some, but he has real nice, real soft hair. Archie does too. Archie has soft, shiny hair. Archie's darkened up since he's become an adult. He was more lighter, but now he's like more golden, which is real pretty. And Piper, let's talk about Piper for a minute. Piper's doing great. She's just the old lady that she's always wanted to be.
Yeah, she is.
She's waited her whole life to be this old lady that just sat around and be like, you're sitting in my spot. Yeah. She still walks the trails with us, but she tags along. She always brings up the rear. I have to put my glasses back on if I'm going to read any of your questions or comments.
If there's another live going, I can't find it. I mean, hopefully it's closed. I don't know. I'm going to stick with this one.
Okay. So we did the live. We set it up, and then all of a sudden, at 7 o'clock it didn't come on. So then we clicked on.
Yeah.
Clicked on one to make it go live.
And we might have started too. Someone wished you a
Happy Mother's Day. Thank
Happy
you.
Mother's Day. That's sun, Melissa. We're gonna have
it's
to
just my glow. It's just my glow.
Come over this way a little bit more.
All right.
That's better.
Have a glow about me.
I saved $320 by using Rocket Money to cancel subscription.
Well, I was just trying to read comments so I could answer anything, but you're probably going to want to ask Mike.
No.
Whatever.
What are you getting for Mother's Day, Melissa? Wouldn't be a surprise if she knew.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe a banana split.
Michael Hall's off to the ice cream shop right now.
Really? Michael, have a banana split on me.
We had not had a banana split in probably 15 years.
And now we've had 15 in the last.
And now we've had like 15 in the last 2 months. I don't know what it is. We literally have not had one forever.
They're so good.
One of us had the idea to get one, and wow.
And we didn't want to share one, so we were like, get me one too, and can't stop.
We literally, like, we're hiding the car keys from one another the other night so we wouldn't go.
Yeah. They're good. You know, it's the bananas and the strawberries and the pineapple. Like, it's a fruit salad practically, right?
Yeah.
Before you know it, we'll be there tonight. No, we're going to quit.
No, Eva hasn't been driving the high boy. She drove it after that one time, but not, you know.
Not to like school or anything.
She's liking the Jeep a little better.
Does. She'll be out here probably. Come say hi. She's down to what? 2 weeks of school left. 2 weeks of high school for our youngest child. Can you believe it?
Prom's coming right up.
Yeah, prom's this weekend. her senior project. So at our school, the seniors have to present a senior project. So you spend the whole senior year doing this senior project that they came up with that like back in a while ago. And I mean, I think it's good, but I also think it has, you have to have a mentor that helps you. And Eva did that. So you present your senior project to a board of people, like some teachers and one of the school board members is going to be on her board of judges. And it's a big part of your grade. But they already sent Eva's grades to us and her grade point average.
Yes, I didn't even know you
It's like
could
a
do a
4.4.
4.5 or something.
Yeah.
I always thought it was just 4.0, but I guess if you have AP classes or something.
Mm-hmm. Which
We
so
told
not
you,
me.
I think we mentioned this in a video. We will both admit we used the hands-off approach with Eva being the last child and everything. But yeah, she's just never had to worry about.
Well, we do have to say, I think it was brought up that we didn't know about honor cords for her to wear these honor cords for her graduating with her cap and gown graduation. But our daughter Hannah did have honor cords. So I do have to say that. It's just that Hannah filled out the paperwork and took care of all that herself. Eva filled out her paperwork and took care of that cap and gown for graduation, but she didn't check the box that said she should have honor cords. And then they sent us a paper saying you have to pay $7 or $14
Money grab from the school
for the honor cords. So yeah.
So we still have all of our chickens. It was Levi and Kate's chickens that got whacked by the fox. What did 5 of them? There's
5. There
3
were
fox.
6 missing, and there were 5 killed. And then I found one the next day.
She looked for a long time that night. It must have got up in a tree somewhere and roosted there for the night.
It was awful. That was awful.
But yeah, anyone ever see 3 fox running together? Way we figure it, they weren't that old, and I think they're 1 year old, lost their parents maybe, and these 3 are sticking together. But I had never, not like coyotes hang out together, but yeah, 3 fox together.
Yeah,
came in all at once on them.
They weren't very big, and they weren't very afraid. Like I had to really scream and run after them to scare them. That was a bother. But lesson learned. Just gonna look at some of these comments.
Megan Mike's got to go prep the boat for walleye fishing. Come on in here.
Okay, wait, I have to show everyone my hair.
Okay.
We got her hair done. Oh boy.
Daughter Eva.
And I got my Outdoors the Morgan sweatshirt on.
Wow.
Prom is Saturday.
Yeah.
Can I tell them? I'm going to tell them what. Remember the prom thing? Come over a little bit less. About a month or 2 ago, I said to Eva, when's prom?
No.
Or no.
Oh, I know
She was talking about prom, and I said, do you have a date? And she said, like, May, whatever. I meant, did you have a date?
Yeah. Like, did someone ask you? Which she does.
I do have a date.
We'll have to live stream that.
Please don't. I have my senior project presentation tomorrow morning.
I was just telling them about your senior
I
project.
could practice it for them if they want.
Okay. Okay.
No.
Eva Morgan, tell us about your senior project.
Well, it doesn't go like that.
We didn't do those when we went to school.
Yeah, they've been doing them for 25 years. That's why we're having a Sunday bar party after.
Oh, I'll go to that.
I'm not going.
How big a part of your grade is the senior project?
The whole grade has to do it.
No, like.
Oh. That's like, do you have a date?
Yeah.
May 13th.
It's literally like nothing. Thanks, Fate Farms, PA.
Hey.
Hello, we are
Personal
sorry to channel on McDonald, PA.
Yeah, that's not far
Love
from
watching your videos. We raise money from firewood sales to give back to local fire
Oh,
departments.
that's nice.
That's
Thank you.
awesome. Alan asked where I'm going to school.
Oh,
We're-
yeah. Do you want the
We're not
drum
gonna talk about it yet.
roll? Oh, okay.
Oh, secret.
Yeah, she is going, but yeah.
Sorry, my eyes itchy. I'm missing all the comments about me.
I know. I can't.
Eva, do you have any anything that like I should know? Because last time we did a live stream, you filled me in on a few
Oh yeah,
things.
we did True Confessions, and Eva had a great time.
We wanted to do a live stream to tell him we bought a Peloton, but I let it slip.
We were gonna do a live stream to do that. Yeah.
I just had to tell him. I wanted to know his reaction.
She does do that.
The last time we did a live stream, Eva was just laughing hysterically. She wanted to say something, and she told the story that I did not know about. Someone sent us an email about a school fundraiser,
Yeah.
and Melissa,
She meant to donate
Is-
$100.
as generous as she is,
But
meant to
added-
donate $100 and donated $1,000 to someone that
We don't know.
it was a real fundraiser, but we did
Yeah.
not know. But yeah,
We know them. We know
I think they named the library after her, maybe. I don't know.
just don't send me anything. else
Evie,
with
do you like
donations.
the quad, Eva?
I do like it.
It's fast.
It is
It is.
fast.
Too fast for her. She rides it very
I
responsibly.
ride it pretty slow, actually.
She does. She
It
knows.
freaks me out.
They make those in 1,000. That's an 850. I don't even know what you do with 1,000.
Well, we'll have to find out.
Yeah.
Race.
I mean, you have to be in a desert or something. Like there's no.
People are still asking about my school game. I got out. My targets were out of town, so I couldn't shoot them. And then the boys that had to shoot me, I let them pay me $20. It was a win-win. I was gonna get out anyways.
From Mississippi. I heard there's storms. I just heard that there were storms like all down the central part of the United States from like Oklahoma on up.
It's been beautiful here.
Just tornadoes.
Old
tornado
guy firewood.
warnings. And so Gerald's from Mississippi, and
Old guy Firewood said, Mike, I did blasting on Interstate 84 in PA back in the day. Wonder if you were around.
oh,
In 84 on
No.
Interstate 84.
Interstate 84.
I don't know where 84
where
is.
that?
You got to be Eastern PA.
Or is it down in 84 PA?
No.
Okay.
Matt says build the bathhouse and connect it to the cabin with an underground tunnel to protect you from the snow, Melissa.
Yeah, that sounds right.
No, we have not determined yet what direction we're going. Drone I use, Mavic Air
Bring a
2.
selfie. Everyone smile. I hope all you are smiling out there.
Yeah, I like that video on the cabs. Someone said great filming outdoors with Larry and Robin on the cabin delivery.
It was good. It was a good video. The
If you-
cabin looks really nice. I hope to get down there soon.
If you get goats, they'll help mow the grass. I just cut the neighbor's grass there a little bit ago.
Pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah. When's Melissa getting a pool? The pool is a no-go. So as of right now,
Lyle Davis said his eyes are closed. Eva.
Lyle.
Yeah, the pool thing, just to clear up any confusion there, the cabin was Melissa's cabin.
So the pool is my pool.
what do you? That's my pool.
Yeah. In other words, the pool money is now the cabin.
That's it, I guess. Yeah.
Mother's Day is coming up.
Yeah. Happy Mother's Day to all of you out there. I
Hey,
believe.
my bio teacher from last year, like, hunt me down today and was like, Eva, he's like, you've got a real nice sawmill. He said he was like mesmerized by it
Your bio teacher.
from last year. Yeah,
Uh,
wasn't too good at his class, but he still likes me. He started watching the channel because all my friends have been wearing the merch to school, and he was shocked.
yeah, he didn't put two and two together, but how many friends do you have wearing sweatshirts now?
Like 15.
They love them.
They all love them.
And they're all choosing the pink with sawdust as man glitter. They love that. So looks pretty cool. You had a teacher that didn't believe you had a YouTube channel, right?
The English teacher?
Is that who it was?
Yeah, now he has a hat.
Yeah. Had a hard time believing.
And his student teacher has a sweatshirt also.
yeah.
I'm hooking everyone up at school with some merch.
So Eva, how's it feel to Like, did you guys do anything in the last 2 weeks?
Well, sometimes. In
Now, remember,
stats,
your
yeah.
teachers are watching.
In stats, we definitely do stuff.
Wait, isn't that the class you've missed?
No, that's psych. We haven't been doing anything in psychology besides watching movies and doing projects, and I can do my projects at home, so I've been leaving early. It's a waste of my time to be there.
How's the standpipe holding up? Good. Yeah, it's cleared out. It's doing all right. I need to get down the pond. I haven't been over like to the other hill above my mom's in probably 3 months.
Yeah, probably.
It's a lot going on here in West Virginia, and it's only 2,000
And
feet.
we should go. We should do the run on the side by side.
Does the cabin have a shower?
Not yet, but it will.
Vicky, graduation is June 1st.
Where have you been? Sorry. Oh, Eva. Graduation's June 1st.
I'll tell you what, people are
Terry said happy Mother's Day.
people are literally, it's a 50-50 split. Well, we were talking about an addition on the side of the cabin for the bathroom or shower house. It's like a 50-50 split down the middle. Like I can usually it's one way or the other, but
Ernie has to have a date to prom, and he hasn't been on the channel because that's not going to happen.
Why?
The channel is only for people that are worthy of it. You can't just make anyone a YouTube star.
What are you saying? He's a nice young man, right?
Yeah,
She went to homecoming with him a couple years ago,
freshman year.
but this is not the boy she dated, so don't say
Okay.
that. I made that.
so someone said, how do you get to see your merchandise? We've been putting it on about once a month.
It'll be on, right. It'll
In
be on
about
at
2
the end
more
of May.
weeks, it'll be back on again. What's happening is, at least for us, it's easier to do a whole bunch of orders over a week's time than 5 or 10
Here and there.
every
So,
day
yeah,
on and on.
it's
You know what I
kinda
mean?
once a
It's
month.
just, and that way we can just get them all out at once and then do it again like a month later.
Yeah. It works.
Connor just broke ground on his house. Any advice, tips,
Congratulations.
Mike? Things you wish you did? The only thing I will say to that, not that I know what I'm talking about, don't do skylights. I'm sure they're better
Yeah.
than the ones that we did
Don't do them.
years ago, but that was probably the dumbest thing that I did. Like I
agree.
said, I'm sure they're better now, but ours,
We thought it was a great idea.
yeah. The only
We were
time I
like,
like a
"Ugh."
skylight is when it's about 0 out on a sunny day in the middle of winter, and that very seldom happens. You know what I mean? But it's
It
That-
was,
that side of the house stays hot. The other parts are cool.
yeah.
I'm just not a fan of the skylights.
I would definitely not do it again. And that's something that I was pushing. I'm like, oh, it'll bring in so much natural light and heat. And you know what? It's your air conditioning is just running constantly trying to keep up because it's like a greenhouse
Yeah.
in there.
Now I'm sure they
so-
have those nice, they have power
Did
louvers
Eva
and stuff.
color her hair? Yes, just today she got it colored. She got all the highlights colored out.
Okay, everyone,
you
it's
say it?
time for me to go.
You're going to
to-
go back to
I
practicing?
have to practice well, I'm going to start practicing.
Were you going to practice the same thing here?
It's a 7-minute presentation, so now,
We have 7
Are you
minutes.
nervous about it, Eva?
yes,
You'll be all
I'm
right.
very nervous.
You'll do fine.
I'll bring out my PowerPoint.
Okay,
All right.
we'll be here.
Have you ever seen a sun tunnel? Great light, no heat. No, I have not.
And someone asked about our chickens. Our chickens are laying. And if you watch my video about I wasn't prepared on Morgan's Off the Leash with a little bit of a gun review and shooting at targets, I was telling a story about the chickens being attacked by fox. That was down at our son Levi and our daughter-in-law Kate's house. They're on vacation, so I'm taking care of their dog and their chickens. And this time of day, I let them out
3
of
of
their
them at
run.
once.
3 fox came in. We lost 5 chickens. They lost 5 chickens, and it was sad.
We haven't seen the fox up here. The fence will help. There's places a fox could probably get under it in places, but the fence is definitely going to help. Still the hawks, but usually when we let them out in the afternoon,
Yeah.
for a couple hours. We're always outside. So far, knock on wood, but the hawks we had a few near misses. Remember that? I came out, I was in the building. I heard the chickens going
Oh, yeah.
crazy, and I come running out, and there's a big red-tailed hawk just
That's
swooped
it, yeah.
down and right back up. I came out right at the right time to kind of stop the attack. Hawks are relentless, though.
So Hunter's gonna.
Hey, Hunter.
Okay.
Hunter, say hi to everyone. Look.
He waved. Eva brought her computer. Here, let
Had
me-
a SideKick.
Okay, I'll move.
Okay, there's Eva's presentation.
Quiet on set.
You can grade her.
Okay, well, I had to pull it up, so keep talking. This is my senior project that I've been working on this whole school year. It's the 25
How
years
much
of
time
doing
have you really put into it? You said you worked on it all year,
How
but
many hours?
20 hours?
36. You need 20 hours, though. Some of that might be
right.
accurate. You can keep talking. It still takes 1 minute.
Eva, you have to be better prepared if you're doing this tomorrow.
I know. I asked the teacher today, that's like room I'm assigned to be in to present, if I could sign into her computer on my account because we were supposed to. And she was like, you could after school. I can't do that. I had things to do. I had to get my hair dyed. Okay. Let's check
So
on
give
some
them a heads up on what your presentation's
Okay,
about
so-
or what your project is.
Yeah.
Well, that's what my project is. You'll see.
Okay.
It'd be awkward if it wasn't there. Okay, everyone. I'm a little nervous. I'm supposed to present tomorrow in front of 5 people, like from the
Okay,
school
so
board of
now-
teachers, and now there's like 1,500 on.
Okay, good. So that'll work.
This is so stressful. When I had to record it for my English teacher, it took me 2 hours. I'm nervous.
What are you showing them? Oh, a
It's my
PowerPoint?
PowerPoint.
Oh, okay.
All right, go ahead.
I have to click myself. Okay. Let's get me tomorrow morning. I'm nervous. Hold on. I can't do it.
Wow, we're a little concerned.
Okay.
Okay. Can you hold it?
It's backwards on there. Senior project, job shadow, Eva Morgan.
No, don't.
Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Eva Morgan. For my senior project, I job shadowed different coaches at Total Pursuit Athletics. So a little bit of my background and why I chose to do this for my project. I started CrossFit when I was in 5th grade, and it was a strong interest of mine. And in 7th grade, I got the opportunity to become an assistant coach for the kids' classes at the gym. I was assistant coaching ages 4 to 12 years old, and I just thought my senior project would be the perfect next step in developing a future career. My mentor is Michael McGann. Michael has been my biggest supporter inside and outside the gym. I've been coaching with him for the past 5 years, and he's been my coach. He's always been able to answer my questions and has always been able to offer knowledge to help me grow as an athlete and as a coach. Throughout my project, I accomplished 15 hours of job shadowing, 4 interviews, my research and reflection paper, and a certification course. I job shadowed 3 different coaches at the gym. Brandon Ott, who's a nutrition and strength and conditioning coach. Alex Villaja, who's the owner and head coach. And Lizzie Yuska, who's the assistant head coach and the youth program director. While shadowing Brandon, I got to see a wide variety compared to some other coaches. I got to shadow him throughout personal training sessions, strength and conditioning classes, nutrition and programming.
Get him that drink.
Okay, come on.
I forget, hold on.
Hunter distracted there.
Nutrition and programming, group CrossFit classes. I think that's it. Oh, this is it.
You got more
Okay.
time.
Just pause real quick. I was distracted.
So if you can do it in front of 1,300 people, you can do it in front of 5 tomorrow.
Okay, but I can't do it in front of these people right now. Shadowing Brandon was a great experience for me as he's just 23 years old and is fresh out of college. So getting to see how far he's come within the past year to where he is now and the steps he took to get there. Shadowing Alex was very beneficial as he's very knowledgeable inside and outside the gym and was able to teach me a lot about how to be a good coach and the things to look for in athletes and how to fix mistakes. Shadowing Lizzie was the most beneficial for me as she is just 21 years old and started coaching as an assistant coach when she was 17 and is now the assistant head coach and the youth program director. I shadowed Lizzie through on-ramp sessions, which is when she works with new members, making them feel comfortable in the gym and teaching them everything they need to know. group CrossFit classes, personal training sessions, and also the teens program, which was my favorite to shadow with Lizzie, as she makes teens comfortable in the gym, teach them what they need to know, safety, and helps them achieve their goals. While shadowing all 3 coaches, I noticed how important it is for the coaches to form relationships with the athletes in the gym. And I also picked up on how they would customize workouts to goals, skills, injuries, pregnancies, age, whatever's needed to help all athletes accomplish their goals. I conducted 4 interviews, Alex and Lizzie, as I mentioned, Carly, who is a physical therapist and a coach at the gym, and Megan, who's the general manager and a nutrition coach. Throughout my interviews, I got to see why these coaches do what they do, how they got to where they are, their favorite parts of their jobs, and the challenges they encountered. And I really liked hearing all the different sides.
There's a lot of people saying slow down, slow down, slow down.
Okay, everyone.
I'm just letting you know. So that's what they're saying.
My research and reflection paper, I was a more realistic side compared to my shadowing my interviews. I researched the stability and salary of the career, education, certifications, and trainings, and also what the day-to-day life and skills are. I got to see a lot of that throughout my shadowing and my interviews, but the salary and the stability of the job was a new aspect to look into, and it was very realistic, as I think it's something you should know going into a career.
It's a motorcycle.
Yeah. My research paper is very beneficial, as I got to look back on all I completed throughout my project and what I learned from each factor and how it's all benefited me.
Good.
My certification course was the CrossFit Level 1 coaching certification. I did this in January. It was a 2-day, 7-hour each day course, which consisted of lectures about programming, safety in the gym, correct movement patterns, nutrition, and much more. And at the end of the 2 days, I had an exam and I was able to pass and get my certification, which is the perfect next step into becoming a coach. I learned a lot about fundamentals of fitness and form throughout my project. I also learned about how to properly and smoothly run a class and be a good coach. And not only did I learn about things from the gym, but I also learned how to be a good person, as I got the opportunity to work with many amazing people throughout shadowing my interviews and my certification course. I encountered a lot of challenges throughout my project. There was a lot to learn throughout shadowing and my certification. As I mentioned, my certification was just 2 days long, and there was a lot of knowledge to take in to take an exam the next day. It was a lot of new knowledge to me, so I wasn't really used to it. Along with my shadowing, the coaches would test me on things I saw, what I thought the issue was, and how I could fix it. And that was, you had to be really quick on your feet, and that was new for me also. And also broadening your comfort zone. I noticed that both in my certification and throughout shadowing. While shadowing, I would get out in front of the class and would have to work with athletes one-on-one. As an 18-year-old, it was intimidating working with athletes much older than me and trying to correct them. And in my certification, I was an 18-year-old working mostly with 30 to 40-year-olds, so that was very uncomfortable and intimidating, but I was able to push through that. Overall, I think my project was very beneficial to me. I learned a lot, and I think it was the perfect next step for what I want to do in my future. It taught me a lot, and it gave me many great opportunities to work with amazing people who will be able to benefit me in my future. Thank you for your time. Any questions?
That was very good, Eva.
Very good.
How did you, so did you memorize the whole thing?
Yes, because I spent 2 hours repeating it over and over.
That's very good.
Thanks, everyone.
Great job. Even Lyle Davis said, woohoo.
Even Lau? Woohoo. You never know what you're going to get from Lau.
I know, right? Especially with Eva.
I'll have to read everyone's feedback.
Yeah, the chat will replay later on, I think.
Yeah, I think it will.
Talking about the shadowing is the hardest part, because on one slide you have to talk about so much.
Nice job.
See, every single person says that as long as you show up, you're going to pass. So I'm not scared that I'm not going to pass, but I just want to know that I did good.
I think you did.
You did very good. Someone said they're planning on buying a farm in Lewisburg, West Virginia. I'm not sure where Lewisburg is. People are impressed with how good. But you have to slow down and pace yourself. I think you will slow down.
Does anyone know how long that took me? It needs to be between 5 and 7 minutes.
Yeah, I think it was 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
I think it was at least 5.
You better look at it later and see. Yeah. Yeah. The only thing people are saying is just slow down a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Excellent. And I
But
think she
you
was
were probably
just
just
I
kinda
think you were
rushing
doing
for
it
this.
Just for this. Yeah, exactly.
Paige was watching.
Oh yeah.
Is Paige texting you?
Yeah.
Thank you, Paige.
She's probably the one to hit the thumbs down.
There's three
Someone said do it again.
CrossFit level like coaching certifications. Someone asked.
Good job.
Bad Cat's here.
A bad cat.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good way to practice in front of 1,300
I
people.
think so. Yeah. There was 1,400 when she started. You lost 100.
I lost like
You lost
200.
100 during the presentation. They were like, "See you later." There was one guy that said goodbye. So I guess it's not outdoors with the Morgans for everybody. Yeah.
Okay, I've got to go keep practicing. Thanks everyone for
Good
watching.
job.
You'll do good, Eva.
Hope so.
Slide on over here, Melissa.
Okay. All right.
How do I like the Steel MS500? Love that saw. But I have found just firewooding, like down at the wood yard, just holding logs up the excavator. I've been using that 400. Not that I don't love the 500, but for 10 to 12 inch stuff, I've been using the 400, but the 500 is fantastic. Yeah, DJ in Florida, click that like button if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Tell you what, that cabin does. We're very happy with that. There's still a lot of work to do, obviously, on the inside, but someone mentioned something the other day. They said how lucky we are to find, good people that we work with, whether it be,
Yeah.
Like that Danny Miller down there from Tri-State Gazebo, or Plumber Jim, or just
Hosses.
the Hosses, just to everyone you see on our channel. They're just good people. And I don't know how we're that lucky, but I don't know what to say on that. It just happens. You know what I mean?
think it's a blessing. I think
It is a
kind of
blessing, but we're drawn
put in
to
touch with one another.
good people. And like that Danny Miller down there, it was her idea to stop and see him. And then we just showed one of their cabins in a video, like a short or something, just mentioned it. And then he actually called us or emailed us to thank us. And I'm like, who is this? And we had to put two and two together. Apparently there was a brochure or something, and people got the phone number and we're calling him, and we kind of got to know him. And I know Nick from the rental yard down there. So I do a little checking around. I'm like, hey, what's up with this Tri-State Gazebo? And he's like, Danny's a great guy, and I had already known Nick. And so then you get to know the other guy, and it's just, I don't know. It's the community that we have here, and it's the community we all have in our daily lives. You know what I mean? You surround yourself with good people. And what's that saying about, want to see what your future looks like? Look around you or whatever.
It's who you surround yourself
who
with.
you surround yourself with, especially younger people. That's such good advice. But all we ever hear about on the news is just everything that's wrong in the world. But every day, there's people like us, there's people like you, like the Concrete with the Hosses, the Plumber Gyms. I get up early and say I have to run out for something. All them people out on the road, going to work each day, putting the work in, and you don't hear enough about those people. You know what I mean? All you hear is about all the problems in the world, but there's so many people, all they want to do is be left alone, take care of their family, and, leave them a better place, and there's just a lot of good people, a lot of knuckleheads too. Don't get me wrong. And those are the ones that you hear about, but we've been very lucky and very blessed that everyone that we deal with, like the Hosses, we keep talking about them. They're just amazing. The work they do. I was telling her, we went down there to West Virginia to pour that pad down there. 2.5 hours in a truck. I get out, I feel like I'm 100 years old until you move around a little bit. Boy, they got out of that truck, and hammers are swinging, pounding form pins in, and Next thing you know, we were waiting for like 2.5 hours for the concrete to come because they were all ready and the concrete was late. But yeah, there's a lot of good people out there. And that's one of the things that I try to do on this channel is showcase that. You know what I mean? I love small businesses, small family-owned companies. I love that stuff.
So you need to find a good concrete stone company down in West Virginia. More so stone. He wasn't happy with it.
Yeah, I was not happy with the stone, but I didn't really know those people either. But
that's what I mean. Like we need to.
Yeah, there was a lot of debate on these stone things. I didn't order the wrong stuff. It was Crusher Run. It just was bad Crusher Run. Everyone down there, what it is, these quarries get into different seams and they're into a bad seam. I didn't know that's what I was going to get. I called them. They've got a lot of complaints on it. It's just junk, but live and learn.
Earl says, anybody on here I may know from West Virginia?
Yeah, anyone on here right now that's in West Virginia? I'm just curious to see.
West Virginia or like Oakland, Maryland, Deep Creek, Maryland. Or if you just want to say where you're from, like go ahead and do that. I always think that's fun.
Marty Parsons from Woodmizer. Matthew brought that up too. Another great guy.
Yeah.
What a wealth of knowledge he is.
Yeah.
I go back, and I'm on to that Sawmill now, by the way, but I go back and watch that video if I have any questions, because Marty covered so much in that video. I didn't know what to do because I didn't want to edit anything out, because I knew everything that he said was going to be useful to someone at a certain point. So I thought it would be a great video for just a reference for people to come back later on and watch. And I have actually been doing that, but that mill is awesome. I mean, it's, whew, I'm getting pretty quick with it.
So we have all these people. Look at this. We have James from New Mexico, Christopher from Virginia Beach. Wow, this is pretty cool. I like that. I like seeing where.
Union, West Virginia. Could you make a video on how you started your channel?
I think he has. Right?
I've talked about it before. Just.
There's someone from Western West Virginia, Mingo County.
Grabbed my phone and went out and made a video on how I cut firewood. It was a pretty bad video. It was, well,
yeah, and you told me about it and I kind of laughed at you.
She thought I was nuts.
Good luck with that.
North Dakota, nice state there. Ottawa, Canada. San Diego.
Alabama.
Were you in San Diego or San Francisco?
San Diego. San Diego is beautiful. I was really never
Seneca
loving
Falls,
anything about California because it's just, you know, it's just not me. But wow, I'll tell you what.
Middle of the night in Europe.
San Diego's nice.
Boys, middle of the night in Europe. Some of those people I met at that chainsaw carving thing. I don't know if you guys saw that video. There was people from the Netherlands there, Lithuania. Guy was hilarious. We laughed and carried on for 10 minutes, and neither of us really
Brian's here.
Understood a word.
Pallet Jack Brian.
Oh yeah, Brian. How are you? Pallet Jack Brian. He got the shaft on that nickname. I have to say, we're gonna come up with something better than that. Brian watches our channel. He's local, and he emailed us because I was going to go get a pallet jack, and he had a couple of them. This is, what, over a year ago or something? And I'm like, how much you want for it? And he says, I'll give it to you. I said, no, seriously. And he did. He just gave us a pallet jack. We use it all the time. They are the handiest thing to have around.
Yeah. Another person from Virginia Beach. Dennis, there's another person here from Virginia Beach. Debbie asked, how's Hannah and Tyler doing? They're doing good. Tyler's in his throwing career, so he's at the Big Tens this weekend. And Hannah actually traveled out to, I think it's the state of Indiana for the Big Tens. He does the hammer throw. He's on the track and field team for Penn State.
Yeah, he had his personal best, and it was a new school record 2 weeks ago, and he had the old school record, but 73 meters and some change. Isn't that what he threw? A 16-pound steel ball. It's one where they spin around on the wire rope. But yeah, he broke his own record.
Isn't that crazy? I'm just feeling how I'm not much talented.
Guys at Wolf Ridge, great people.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Chris.
All of our subscribers.
Yeah, and when I was just mentioning some of those people, that was just some that have been on the channel recently, but literally since we started, and long before we started this channel, we
So Mac is asking if we can block or remove an advertisement that insert your channel if you disagree with content.
I don't know what he means. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't see it. I don't see any of the advertisement right now, but
Yeah, I don't know if an ad pops up in the live or not.
But if it's something you disagree with, we don't pick the ads, just so you know. If there's like an ad in the videos, we don't select them.
So, someone commented the other day that he was unsubscribing because he asked a question. We did not respond to him, and someone said something that he didn't like. I don't know what it's all about. And I said, wait, so you're mad at us because someone that I don't know and you don't know left a comment? And he said, yes. I was like, I don't know what to tell you.
I thought you were going to talk about the other one.
No. Oh,
it's crazy how people.
I'm going to ask you right now. This is serious. Okay. Not serious. It's seriously funny, actually. But I've been keeping something in my back pocket here for about a month now, a little over a month. I got this one guy. Started off as a hater, which you just get haters. People will just hate you for no reason at all. A good example of that is the other day. What was that? Someone turned it around. The other day, someone was messaging Melissa on Facebook, and he has been messaging for a while. Melissa would get back to him
on my personal Facebook.
Yeah, find her in a person.
He's not my friend, but he was able to send me a message.
So then he asked what song we used in a video like 2 weeks before or something. And she asked me, and I said, Melissa, I literally don't know what I did yesterday. I don't know what song it is. And I think he actually was like,
I told him that.
He was like, yeah, she told him what I said.
Well, he assumed I forgot. He said, I assume you forgot to ask Mike. I'm like, no. Nope.
I see a comment the next day how we are not genuine people. And he wants everyone to unsubscribe for our channel. And he explains how we did not answer his question on what song it was. But it was weird. It was. But that's how some people, you can upset people. I don't get upset about anything like that. I don't really care. But this other guy, I mean, it's a good story. It is. And if you want to see a video on it, you let me know. But I'll tell you right now, I've got a stalker from the land down under. And it's hard to believe because everyone that we have dealt with in Australia, like Mark Daniel, we're good friends. We met Mark. We have a lot of people from Australia comment, all normal people, kind. And but this one guy, he's literally a stalker. And I have been thinking of doing a video on it because I learned something from this guy. Believe it or not, I have learned what the problem is. There's someone from Australia right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've had tons of people from Australia, but this one, whew,
it was really weird.
And if you do a video on it, I think I could do one. And I want to end it on a really good note. But yeah, we have a stalker from Australia. I do, like for real. He does,
but it
has gone to great lengths.
Okay, so Thursday night. Today's Thursday. Thursday night at like 8 or 9 o'clock, those Law and Order shows come on, at least on our network of TV, and some of them are far-fetched. But as he was reading me this email from this hater. This could be a Law and Order. Like it could totally.
What's weird is I don't know him. He doesn't know me.
Oh
and like
it was
just hates. He just hates me. I have no idea why. And he's done his best.
But it's about equal. I think as many people that hate Mike, that many hate me. I think I'm easier to hate, don't you?
No, I'm definitely easier to hate.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I totally rub people the wrong way, and I don't mean to. I don't try to.
What?
Rub people the wrong way.
No, I don't try.
Do I rub you the wrong way?
No. Never.
Do I rub you the wrong way? I think I do.
It's weird though. You could literally teach like a psychology class on what you learned from YouTube.
Oh my gosh.
It
no
is.
Kidding.
But like we always say though, there's I was just talking about earlier. All you hear about is the whack jobs in the world, but there's tons of good people out there. Everyone that we
Oh,
met.
I know.
I met a
yeah.
guy the other day, 2 people when I was down in West Virginia. One is a young man.
Alan's right. Only when stacking lumber.
Works. Yeah, you're right. I met 2 guys, and a young man works at a cabinet shop. Same thing I was talking about. Works hard. Great guy. Came and introduced himself. I saw him. And later
Thanks,
that
Chris.
day, I ran into his grandfather. Got invited to their annual party in August down there, not far from our property. A lot of good people. A few nut jobs out there, though.
Yeah,
No doubt.
definitely a lot of a lot of good people, a ton of good people, and you've all sent so many kind gifts, things you've made, license plates. I got another box of thank yous to get out on those, but we really appreciate it. We have a lot of good, kind, genuine support of all of you. I totally, for the most part, feel I could trust you. And then there's just a handful of people that make you scratch your head going, wait, this is something I could see on Law and Order. This has gone too far.
Yeah, I'm not worried too much about it.
Yeah, you guys are good. Oh, trees and bees, thank you very much. Need more of my jokes. I appreciate that. I feel like I had a joke just the other day.
I'm reading through some of the comments. I'm gonna do that video.
And I don't think. What do you mean, like coming up?
Yeah, sometime
I
the next
see.
couple of days I'll do that video.
I'm not sure how many of the moderators we have on. So if there's comments that are getting posted that shouldn't be.
Yeah, my calls to her. There's a couple.
Okay.
I'm kind of getting rid of them.
So yeah. Eva's working on her project that she presented, her senior project, to all of you. So thank you for listening and giving her some tips on that. And most of you were saying that was a good job. But our son Levi and his wife Kate and Ty and Thea are on vacation. And then our daughter Hannah, she just flew out to the state of Indiana with her husband Tyler is on the track and field team for Penn State. He's throwing in the Big Tens. So I don't think she's on moderating, which we didn't tell anyone we were doing this. So
no, it's an idea I had
just
like 10
kinda-
minutes before we started.
we had to hurry up and feed the dogs dinner.
Not a lot of
and-
planning involved in this one.
But I think it's going good. And there's 1,600 of you on here. If you could hit the thumbs up, I think that'd be great.
Yeah, I would
Show
appreciate it
some
if you would.
support.
Yeah, I can't thank you guys enough. Oh, Bronco is good. How you like the Bronco?
I love the Bronco. I think there's just one thing I want to tell you I don't like, and that's right below the door where the what is that called?
Yeah, right above the running board.
The running board.
Right above the running board. It's like your rocker. It's
I don't like that.
it's just
It's-
like an
there's just
exposed.
some it just looks like there was something supposed to be mounted there, and there's a gap and there's not. So if anything, I'm going to I'll do a video on it.
Yeah,
I
but
have a couple of
you know what I
videos.
like most about the Bronco? She doesn't drive it that much. So in other words, it'll be 2 years old in October, and we don't even have 10,000 miles on it, which is fantastic. We used to just wear vehicles out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
but I was driving Hunter to like day programs, like
then going to work,
75 miles round trip. It was.
and then she'd go to her job, and
Oh yeah, I traveled for my job.
next thing you know, like 2 years later, you got like 120,000 miles on something, and probably had 60 or 70 on it when we got it, and it just would nickel and dime you to death.
Yeah. What's the brand of your foam cannons? Grant asked.
Chemical Guys.
Okay. Yeah. So I have a couple things lined up for upcoming videos on Morgan's Off the Leash. So I do appreciate everyone that came out that went and watched it. And that's been very supportive to me. I appreciate it. Joshua asked, what was Melissa's job? I worked for ODP, the Office of Developmental Programs. And before that, I've always worked in like special education, the field of disability, special needs, since, 25 years probably.
Yeah.
Or longer.
Here's a joke for you, Melissa.
Okay.
I just want to read it before. This is a Melissa joke, although it's from Carson Campbell Logging. How do you get trees on the internet?
I don't know.
They log on.
Ha ha. That's good.
That's a Melissa
That's a
joke.
very good one. Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. Thank you. Is fire starter done till fall?
No, we'll have more here in just a couple of weeks. A lot of people use it in the summer for the outdoor fire rings and things like that, campgrounds, and
Yeah.
you really, I think, maybe even more people use it in the summer, believe it or not. You know, in the winter around here, well, we had a mild winter, but like sometimes you have a fire going for days on end, especially further north you go. The warmer climates, starting fires in the morning and stuff. But in the summer, like down there in Deep Creek, Maryland, not far from where our property is, I cannot imagine how much bundle firewood is sold down there. They have all these big fancy houses around the lake. Every night, people have a fire on the patio. That's what they're at their fire ring. That's what they do.
Yeah, it's just what you do. It's relaxing. It keeps you warm. It helps with the bugs. You know, it's just what you do. So I have not found a mechanical bull for Eva's graduation party.
Well, we found one way far away and way expensive.
Right. Yeah.
So here with those mechanical bulls, they send like 2 operators, like 2 people with them, and it's a major deal.
Yeah. So at that rate, I think we're just going to get a real bull.
Or we'll just get a cow. Get on it.
Get on it. Let's go. 8 seconds. Come on.
We can put horns on Archie or something.
Axel
could probably pass for one at this point.
Totally do it. He's a little. He could definitely be a bull. That's probably that robin chirping. We have a little nest right beside us in this holly bush that has robin eggs, a little nest and robin eggs.
I can be sarcastic at times. I'll admit it. I don't usually do that in videos, but I had to laugh. She posted a picture on Facebook of the robin eggs. It's a robin. I see it 50 times a day every time I walk down. And some guy said those are not robin eggs. They are some other type of bird. And I said, well, maybe if that's the case, that bird hired a robin nanny to take care of the eggs because there's a robin sitting on the nest all the time.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah. There's nanny birds. They're amazing.
That thing, I'm used to it now. You walk down the sidewalk and that robin just takes off right in front of your face. The first couple of days, scare you, but now I'm pretty well used to her. I know what to expect.
BuzzTube TV met us. The Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, Bunyan show this year.
Yeah. We could build a mechanical bull. That's what Tracy Smith says. Yeah, the robins have blue eggs. They are blue eggs. They're pretty. It's a pretty little nest. I'm kind of surprised. I think this robin, she built this nest right here in this holly bush. I think she's a young robin, maybe her first nest full of eggs because it's low to the ground. It's right here by the sidewalk. She's flying in and out. She knows our schedule. She's actually kind of getting pretty tame to us. But we have a cat, so
yeah,
it's not very far off the ground. Where
when I was a kid,
Jinx the cat's gonna have to
rabbits.
be careful.
Someone asked about rabbits. They come and go around here. It's so weird how for a couple of years you'll see rabbits all over the place, then you don't. But I think we have way too many predators anymore compared to what we used to. There's tons of hawks, fox, coyotes. We never had that many before. But you know, when I was a kid, it's kind of weird because we have a lot of turkeys, but they seem to be in the decline a little bit. Maybe it's because of all the predators. I don't know. But I remember seeing a turkey when I was a kid. It was probably 12. It was the first time I remember seeing one. And it was like a big deal back then to see a turkey. Now, especially this time of year, you can hear them gobbling out there, you know, on and off. And but things change. They go up and down. We don't have any grouse. We used to have a lot of grouse. I don't know what got the grouse. If it was, I don't know. But there's very seldom do you see a grouse. They're few and far between around here.
That's right. But the turkeys are thickening up. Hunter and I heard turkeys.
A little scary.
Today.
This grouse is scary when they flush.
Yeah. Maybe.
But when I was a kid, you're talking about that bird's nest. I'll never forget. There's a black snake. It was a big one, and it was trying to get the eggs out of a bird's nest. And my dad had a rake, I think, and he didn't want to kill the snake. He didn't want it to eat the eggs. So he thought he could come to an agreement with the snake. And that thing, he'd hook it with that rake and just fling that snake as far as he could over in the yard. And we're standing there. It would come right back. You know what I mean? And like try to go right in between us to get those eggs. And he'd fling it again. And this went on. And finally, the snake, that was the end of the snake.
Yeah,
but
listen,
it was like, the thing was relentless.
I would move from a rake to a shovel.
Black snakes aren't poisonous, but I mean, this was a good 5-footer at least.
Oh, we've had our run with huge snakes here, and thankfully to the rescue was neighbor Cliff. Mike seems to have been out of town or not home every time there's been a snake that has got in this house, which is more than I would say 5 times.
We had a snake one time where the house cantilevers out over on the one side.
I'm not even laughing.
It was bad. And we had trees over there, and this thing had gone up the pine tree. The soffit or fascia, I always get those mixed up, was hanging down a little, and that snake got in there. And
it was like,
it's coiled up over there. Half of it's in the house, basically. The other half is out. So I come in the house and I get a 22 and I whacked it and I hit it right in the mouth. And I thought I got him. Well, it went back in there. And I spent the afternoon with insulation in all the trees. I'm ripping this.
He cut the trees down.
Oh, yeah. I cut the trees down. And because when I first hit him, I got a piece of rebar and I stuck it up in there. I thought it was dead. And I hit that thing and he started like flopping around in there around the rebar. And it got away from me and got back in. So I spent an entire day basically ripping all the soffit off that side where it overhangs to get that snake out. It was a bad deal.
There was a family.
Yeah.
There was one. That was one of 5.
Because, then after that, there was another one. Yeah.
I have to tell you, I was like, I slept in the living room, which is the opposite end of the house for months, for weeks, till all these snakes were gone. And then I reviewed our homeowners insurance.
Yes. I came running in the house. I'm like, everyone in this side of the house, get on that side of the house.
Oh my gosh, I hate snakes.
Yeah.
There was the one. Well, Cliff was here. The one hanging from the garage, Cliff got. The one that Levi, when he was a little boy, Cliff got. That went in this door. Yeah, I don't know why the black snakes are obsessed with this house, but it just makes me crazy.
They're just everywhere.
Cliff got the one that was hanging from the garage. Scared. It was at least
and over by the
6 foot.
Furnace.
He says, "What do you want me to do with it?" I said, "I want you to get rid of it." He said, "I'll throw it." We kill it. We cut. Listen to this. I probably told this story before. Cut the head off of the snake. Throw the head over the fence. He puts that snake in a box, and he had a little Honda SUV. He gets to his destination and goes to throw out the body of the snake, and it's not in the box.
It was under the seat. It crawled out
of the seat of him driving, the driver's seat. It went from the back cargo area up to the driver's seat and got underneath with no head.
Headless.
Blah, blah, ugh. I guess that happens before the sun goes down or something, they say.
We're lucky that we don't have poisonous snakes around here. And everyone that I've talked to, I mean, there's a lot in West Virginia, but everyone I've talked to where the cabin is down there, I've never seen a rattlesnake there, which I find hard to believe. It seems like that kind of territory, but.
Why didn't you tell me before now?
Well,
I don't like snakes. I don't like being afraid of anything that doesn't have any legs or arms.
I'm not a fan of snakes either. As long as I see them first, not a big deal. But whenever you step on one, no. Up in north central Pennsylvania, they have those rattlesnake roundup things. Those guys are something else. They go out there with their bags and see how many rattlesnakes they can catch.
Yuck. Ugh. No. Nope. Nope.
Yeah.
I would enter a mouse catching contest before I'd ever enter a snake catching contest.
Fox problem not fixed yet. She has kept the chickens in until
yeah, our chickens are out in the yard right here if you see them in the background. Ours are fine. It's Levi and Kate's chickens, they're in. They're not, and they're mad. They're mad at me.
You're very mad at her.
I mean, I've been taking them treats, leftovers, mealworms. I've been
Chickens
trying to win them
crazy
over,
about those mealworms.
I go, here's the thing. You can stay in your yard, your run, and be alive, or I let you out, you're going to die. So they don't understand. Do we do any gardening? We do. We have gardened in the past. And we've done garden in the ground. We've done raised beds. And it's, our son Levi's got a big garden going on. So we're helping him with that if need be this year. But
I provided the wood
It's
for the
just,
garden beds, and they provide the veggies. Here comes another motorcycle. We live on a very windy road, and the motorcycles love it.
yeah, but a garden is, that's still the motorcycle. The garden's a lot of work. We used to can, spaghetti sauce, tomato juice, all that stuff. And when you can buy a can of spaghetti sauce in the store for $1,
Well, Al said sleeping with one eye open is tough.
it's just what's happened. So we don't have the time to dedicate to a nice garden, so we haven't done one in probably 2 or 3 years, probably 3 years.
Yeah. How many people did we meet at Paul Bunyan? Probably 400 or 500, I'm guessing.
I would
At
say
least.
at least, yeah. I would even say more than that.
Mike needs a sport bike. No, Mike does not. No.
Yeah,
I tell you, a
that's something
motorcycle
that
would
we've
be,
never got into.
yeah, quads, side-by-sides, things like that. A motorcycle, that would be fun. Don't get me wrong, but man, it's like, I hate to say it, but people don't see on those things
Yeah.
on the road. It's
And
literally
everybody's
every
on their cell
week.
phone. I have to say, and there's probably a lot of you out there that are bikers or riding motorcycles, and it's tough. There's kids driving cars with their
Oh.
phones, not paying attention.
Not just kids. I got to tell you this story. So, yes, I was on the road yesterday with a zero-turn mower. I ran down to Levi and Kate's because, like she said, they're on vacation. So I cut their grass, and I just run the shoulder of the road back up. And I'm coming right in front of the house, and we're on a bend. And so I get off the shoulder because I'm getting ready. I check, no one's behind me. I'm getting ready to turn in our driveway. And right around the bend comes a lady. I only saw her for a few seconds. Looked like she was in her 60s. And she's like this. Her head is down like this. And over half of her car was across the yellow line on that
Wow.
road going around a bend. And she's just looking at her phone going around the bend like this. I couldn't believe it.
It's
And
awful.
and I, I'm on a mower. I wouldn't have fared too well in that incident. But
It's awful.
yeah, people
not paying attention.
do not pay attention.
Yeah, it's scary. It's yeah, you know what? You could just see. I saw a motorcycle accident. We actually had that in a video because when I came home, you were shooting a video, and I was like, Mike, you will never guess what we just saw.
Yeah, he got hit with a canoe, didn't he?
Yeah, a canoe flew off the car in front of me. It was a Jeep, and like soared into his lane. He's coming in oncoming traffic. He hits his brake. His bike stands up on the front wheel, and then he just flipped, and the bike took off. And yeah, it was crazy.
It's a shame though, because
Thankfully he was all right, but
I saw a kid the other day walking on the road, and he was heading to the school bus. And I know there's a stop closer to where he was getting on at, but he probably wanted to go meet his friends. But he's all in black. It's just getting light, and he's walking with traffic to his back to traffic, and it's just dangerous, anymore.
it's
But
scary.
I could not believe that lady around a bend too, like her phone like this, completely on the wrong side of the road. She had no idea. She never saw me. You know what I
Oh my
mean? She never even
gosh.
lifted her head to see me.
I don't drive a whole lot anymore, like here, there, and a little bit. And let me tell you something else I do. Walmart does delivery for my groceries. I absolutely love it. Love it. So I can seriously go a whole week without leaving the house. I go to church on Sunday. So anywho, but the cars are set up now. Newer cars are set up where you can just stream or what do you call it? Like your phone can go right into the speakers of the radio. So you can take phone calls, and some of them are set up where they'll read your text messages. There should be with technology, you don't need to be on your phone.
We worry about snakes. Barry said, imagine going to check the oil in your pickup and almost tripping on an alligator. Yes, that happened to me.
Oh no. No, I would cry. Oh my goodness. Oh, You know, I don't know though. I could still probably deal with an alligator over a snake.
Really?
I think. I don't
Well, he
know.
didn't see the alligator, so that would scare that would.
Yeah, that's true.
Same thing. If you see
I'd
the
pee my
alligator over
pants.
there, yeah, that's. But yeah, almost stepping on one.
Oh, yeah. I would. Oh. Yeah, someone said they love Sam's delivery. Sam's Club delivers? I need to check into that because there's some things at Sam's Club I need.
I do all the editing on the videos.
Yes, Mike does all the editing, all the shooting, most of the camera work. If I'm available, I do his camera work. Yeah. Say what you want to about Mike Morgan, but like he works himself.
He works himself.
Well, works himself. Well, I was gonna say like works yourself to the bone, and then I realized
No,
that
I didn't do
doesn't that doesn't make sense.
All right, stop talking, Melissa.
We play a game, the sandwich game.
Yeah, we've
Probably
talked about this
mentioned
before. Tell them this story.
The sandwich game is a compliment,
Something you can work on.
right, and then another compliment, which is why we call it the sandwich game. So I say, Mike, you always look nice. What is it? And then, but see, with Mike, even with the kids, when they do me, the compliments and the constructive criticism,
Usually
which
ends
is
in
something you have to
somebody-
work on,
Usually ends in someone crying.
right? This happens quite a bit. You can't tell if they're good or bad. Like my kids, they give me the good, the something to work on, and then the good thing. And I'm proud of all three. So I'm like, that's a good thing.
You have
But-
no filter on your mouth. Thank you.
Right. I don't. I know. I think Mike, most of our marriage, he has always cringed every time my
No, I didn't.
mouth opens up. But everybody, the kids and everyone always says to Mike, he's such a hard worker.
I'm like, that's all you got?
He's such a hard worker. Dad's such a hard worker.
That's the ongoing joke. I'm like, there's nothing else. You work
Such a
hard.
hard worker.
Okay.
Well, do you want to play now?
No.
Ah, you could do me.
Sharpsburg, Maryland.
Okay. Who wants to play the sandwich game?
Nope.
Melody says I make my daughters cringe when I speak up. I know I make my husband cringe and my kids. Yeah, all my kids. Probably not Hunter. He doesn't cringe. He should cringe, but he doesn't.
I think Hunter's starting to get ready for dinner,
Betty
which we
bed.
didn't eat yet. We're getting kind of late here.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate y'all being here and
Yeah, we do. We really
for not
thanks to everyone.
cringing.
And we do. We appreciate it and appreciate all the good people out there.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And I think that's about it. We're going to try to do these lives maybe every couple of weeks or something. It's kind of nice this time of year. Beautiful
Yeah.
evening and sun's going down. And that's about it. But we appreciate everyone being here. And should have a video tomorrow morning at 8. Yeah, I think I do have one. Yep. But that's it. And we will catch you guys on the next one.
Thanks
Thanks.
so much. Have a good night.